Welcome to Stamford Bridge, and the comedian that put out the news about lunchtime today that this match was off and caused notices to be planted at all the stations that this game was off has failed, because the ground is packed jam of the Chelsea fans and the Leeds fans. There's hardly an inch of room to spare. Now the Chelsea team playing in the old dark strip, the normal side that we've expected to see from Chelsea in their recent matches, a team which is very mobile in a great run of success. Great run of success they've had in the last few weeks. They've won at Liverpool, won at Burnley, and that's good enough for any team. And it's the same 11 which was beaten 2-1 in the Fair Cities Cup at Milan on Wednesday. And there's the skipper, Ron Harris. Very fine player, former wing half, now playing at fullback. And there's the man who got the goal at Milan, George Graham, number 8. That goal right in the very last minute. £6,000 buy from Aston Villa, and worth every penny of it. And there's the man of the moment, Peter Osgood, still a week short of his 19th birthday, the man who could well take Chelsea to Wembley and the FA Cup, the man who could well get into the England side in his first season in big-time football. Now Leeds are playing in all whites, and that is the Leeds 11. You'll notice that Madeley, really, as centre half-back, is playing at number 9. He's the man, obviously, he's going to follow Osgood. Is the inside left Giles, who's playing very, very well for Leeds this season, formerly an outside right. You couldn't want a better lineup than that, could you? Now, my guess is that we should see a lot of goals in this game, because the ground's going to be heavy. It's going to cut up once the game starts, and this will put all the onus on the defenders. It'll be much to the forwards' advantage, but the defenders who've got to turn and chase might be in a spot of trouble. So we should see a lot of good football. We should get a lot of thrills. We should get a lot of goals. What more does anybody want in a cup tie? So we're all set then for what should be a great match of the day, the FA Cup 4th round tie, Chelsea versus Leeds United. Chelsea it is who had to kick off. The referee, Mr. Ken Dagnall of Bolton, one of the best referees in the business, just checking his watches as Barry Bridges comes into position. And listen to the Leeds fans. And the strange thing is that Ken Dagnall was the referee when these two teams met in a league match here at Stamford Bridge earlier in the season, when Chelsea won 1-0. And there goes Osgood back to his midfield position. Hollins, who did such a great job on Wednesday against the famous Rivera of Milan, who will be here on Wednesday night. Leeds captain Jack Charlton. Recklessly, that kick again now, young Lorimer. These are the first few anxious moments of the cup tie. The nerves are tingling, mistakes can be made. And you're not often allowed to extricate yourself in cup ties. Bremner. This is Madeley. Madeley is shadowing Osgood already. Venables up to Graham, Graham being looked after by Hunter, and Jack Charlton is the sweeper up in the lead side. So now Don Reevy's hand is laid bare on the table. Bell to Bremner. And Bremner is fouled. Bremner fouled by the Chelsea centre half-back Hinton. And the Leeds fans now singing with great gusto, Dirty Chelsea. Giles. Bridges to Harris. First time Harris has got into the game. Oh, what's a beauty to Graham. The marking going to be desperately tight in this match. This is Madeley, Paul Madeley, now to his outside right. Story. Young Lorimer, and that is Bremner way up there in the centre forward position. McCready. Here comes Graham, Chelsea trying to send Bridges through. Madeley and Osgood together. Now here's Osgood, shadowed by Madeley. Good ball to Boyle. Beautiful tackle by Hunter. Midfield player of Leeds, very good player indeed. Now Bremner. The Leeds fireball they're calling. Play on, says the referee. Now it's Bridges. And away comes Chelsea. And it's the inside left of Chelsea Venables. Now Osgood. Graham. Number 8, Graham, number 9, Osgood, and the number 9 in the white shirt, Madeley, following him everywhere, even when the ball's out of play. Gone in this fiery cauldron of Stamford Bridge, and no score. This is Giles. Now, and offside, the linesman's flag is up. Giles was offside as Story put him through. Tambling. That's a good throw to Boyle. This is Osgood. Now Venables. Osgood still keeping close to him. And ball appeal and given by the referee, Mr. Dagnall of Bolton. Free kick to Chelsea. Chelsea now bringing 10 men back in defence. And who's hurt? I think it's the inside right of Leeds, young Lorimer. That's Lorimer. So he's all right again. Lorimer all right. Free kick to Chelsea. Remember, Leeds now with 10 men back in defence. Up goes Osgood. Graham hit the post, a goal! Tambling, number 11. Seven and a half minutes gone. Tambling has put Chelsea in the lead. There he is, Bobby Tambling, number 11. Now then, the fireworks are going to crackle and bang. And here comes Chelsea again. It's Graham. Up comes young Hollins, the right half-back. Graham calling for a high centre. Bridges nearly upset Sprake then. It's Johnny Hollins, number 4. This is Madeley. Quarter of an hour gone. Chelsea lead 1-0. This is Madeley. And number 2, the right back, Reaney, trying to overlap. This is Tambling. Harris have broken forward. It's now with Boyle. Harris is on the outside right position. Oh, fine tackle by young Peter Lorimer. To Hunter. Hunter forward to Giles. Beginning to break down the left, but Harris watching him closely. Number 10 is Giles. Hunter. Oh, and how on earth was that missed by the centre forward Madeley? There he is. A late choice is the man to watch Osgood almost equalising. It's a corner to Leeds. Charlton has moved up. The tall Madeley's there. Watch for number 5, Charlton. There he is now, O'Grady. Bell. Now O'Grady. Madeley bringing Sturry into it. Now Bell under pressure on Chelsea. Interception by Bremner. What a goal it would have been if O'Grady had connected. This game living up to its pre-match billing. Chelsea, of course, playing a normal 4-3-3 system, which can give them, when they want it, 6 attackers. No, they don't want attackers, they want defenders as Madeley comes through. And it's hit the post! Sturridge just failed to connect with it. Had that bit of bad luck, and the pressure on Chelsea's Leeds really tearing. This is Bell, the left back. Certainly nobody can grumble at the ding-dong tussle at the moment. This is Osgood. O'Grady on his left. And Medley breaking. Here's Medley. It's a lovely move. A beautiful move by Leeds. That one really carved up the Chelsea defence. Now it's Bremner. Leeds hitting Chelsea with all they've got now. Madeley. O'Grady. There's the outside right Story, who's really playing in the middle as the striker in chief. And if only he could have reached that one from Madeley that hit the post. "20 minutes have gone. Chelsea still lead 1-0. Harris Bridges tackling. Leading it for Venables. And Graham goes to the far post. That was deflected just a fraction of an inch that was necessary. Now Hollins to Venables. And Chelsea storming back. And a beautiful move, Venables. Corner to Chelsea. And the referee will stop the play, I think. Hunter is hurt. Hunter, the English international, all right. A corner to Chelsea. Venables to take it. Those aren't going to worry Gary Sprague. That's just a section of this packed crowd. Oh, away come Leeds again, their left back. Bell. Bremner. Giles coming on his right. Here's Giles. Now to Lorimer. O'Grady. Oh, good direct football by Leeds. Chelsea. Oh, and Bremner having a go at Borough. And Bremner's going to have his name taken, I think. And he's taking both names, is he? Yes. Yes, Boyle, and this means a lot to Bremner because it could well mean automatic suspension for him. And so, I think this will serve as a warning to the rest of the 20 players as much as anything else. There's Bremner really getting a hammering from the crowd now. Hunter. This is Giles. Out it comes then to Venables. And the dangerous figure of Graham loping way on the far side, the penalty area. Hollins coming down the right. Good covering then by Sprague. He wasn't kidded by any overlapping, guarding this near post very well. Harris going forward. Here's Harris. It's gone too far. It should be Bremner's. Oh, Harris rode that one well. Up comes Hinton. Hinton now to Graham. That'll be intercepted. Madeley's been really good-looking player in this match so far. Not quite quick enough off the mark then. Oh my goodness, what a pressure from Hinton! Oh, Hinton almost threw a goal away. Madeley, of course, now stops shadowing Osgood everywhere. He knows he's got to attack. Madeley to Giles. Madeley still playing behind his forwards. With the accent now more on attacking than marking this man Osgood. McCready coming to the aid of Osgood then. This is Venables. And offside against Bridges. Up to Graham, that's another Leeds throw. It's almost half-time now, but we've got a minute or so, I should think, for injuries. Bell, the left back. Lorimer too. Hunter. Can Hunter do it? That was his own right back, Rini, who got in the way. Now, what's Chelsea break? And my goodness, they break. As if they're on a tight spring. Lorimer coming back to stop any hope Chelsea have of a second goal. Leeds rebounding onto the attack. It's incredible that Chelsea should be able to withstand this pressure. Story. No wonder Madeley is taking over the role as ball boy, because we're in the injury time of the first half. Chelsea clinging perilously onto their 1-0 lead. Out of trouble beautifully to Harris. Chelsea defenders deserve 10 out of 10 for the way they've withstood this pressure in the last 20 minutes or so. Leeds still coming at them. Story. Back to Giles. Bremner. Leeds are going to do it. They're going to have to do it quickly. Hunter. Fine save by Benetti. There's Peter Benetti, overworked, while at the other end, Gary Sprake standing with his arms folded, watching the whole scene. O'Grady with the corner for Leeds. Half-time any second. And Bremner, look at that body swerve. Oh, and he's fouled by Boyle. Boyle objecting to that decision, saying that he did nothing at all. We've had 2 minutes of injury time, and of course time cannot be added on for a free kick to be taken. It can for a penalty kick, but for no other. I wonder what little nonsense they're concocting. Well, not nonsense, it might be some dire plot. And it almost worked, didn't it? There goes the whistle for half-time with Chelsea in the lead, 1-0. A splendid first half. And